Oh, I'm live. Welcome to the video, folks. I'm posting this live. Yes. Okay, cool. So we're talking about Frank Kern's intent-based branding in this video. My thoughts on it. I've been doing his intent-based branding for the last month. I'm filming this on the 1st of February. I started the intent-based branding on the 1st of January. Now, I'm not affiliated with Frank in any way. I've never purchased any of his products. Um, but I've been following him. I've got his products, but potentially other ways. But I've been following Frank for years. I kind of really love his personality, and I've just never been prepared to pay um, any amount of money for what he has to offer, though. Even though I kind of really like what he's doing. So this video is very non-biased. It's my experience in using Frank's intent-based branding method. Now he mentions for anyone that doesn't know what the Frank Kern intent-based branding thing is, he started this up on December 1st. He started posting live videos almost every day, December 1st, and he's been doing it all the way up till now. I thought he'd maybe stop. He took a couple of days off for Christmas, and I was really interested to know the thing that first caught my my attention with the intent-based branding was what he mentioned in the one of the first videos that I saw. And I can't remember if it wouldn't have been a sponsor video. It was just something that reached me organically, and that was the fact that it was like this massive like light bulb moment that I haven't used yet. But it was you can basically target if someone watches part of your video. So if someone watches, say, for example, 25 or 50% of a video that you post up, you can retarget to them. And that was the light bulb moment. And when I thought, wow, that's quite powerful if you think about it, because you're not having to build a website, you're not having to build any landing pages. You can sell to them, or you can whatever your offer is or whatever you're trying to sell. You can do that right there in the video. And the way that Frank explains it is a lot better than me. But he's been putting out these videos on how he actually built this whole funnel out. It's not a funnel though. That's the thing. It's more linear. It's just like two videos. There's the first video that goes out to a big audience that you pay for, and then the second video goes out to the smaller audience that's engaged in your last video. And you just kind of the way that I'm doing a bad job of explaining this, but the way that he explains this is much better than me. But it just something clicked about it more than anything else. So from that, I just continued to watch his videos on a daily basis. I was really interested to find out. In fact, seems to drop a lot of the best stuff he knows in his free material. A lot of his, I'm not going to say anything about his paid material actually, even though I've seen it. But he's done this for years, so it's a good tactic actually. All the best information, give it away in your free stuff that you put out online, because people are really interested in that. They want to know, and it's like providing massive value. And then all the sort of little things you kind of leave to the paid products. So that is like actually how to set up the ads and things like that. So yeah, it was interesting following along with Frank. And then what he started doing was he started doing organic posts. So he wasn't paying for any posts at this point. And that's when things got really interesting, because when he started doing it organically, he's obviously got quite a large following, but he was getting lots and lots of views. And that was one thing that I was after for my business. I was trying to get more views on my YouTube channel at the time. I had about 580 subscribers. And I just couldn't get enough views. There was only a few places online that I could post my YouTube videos to. And Facebook's not a great place for posting YouTube links. So I was getting limited traffic via like trying to promote it online. I just couldn't come up with all the places where I could put it. So I was looking out for an out pretty much. I was wanting more views. And then when I heard the fact that you could advertise to an audience that engaged in your last video, something I think you can do in YouTube now, but you can't segment it by 25, 50 or percent. I know you certainly can't do it in LinkedIn. So because of these two things, where he was getting really good reach on his organic videos if he went live every day, and because of this intent-based branding methodology that he had, or model, I thought I've got to try this out for myself. And that's exactly what I did 1st of January. I basically took all the best bits from all of the free material that Frank had, And this was for the organic stuff. So like how to what the 3 things you must do in your video are. So you provide goodwill. I can't remember what the second one was, but the third one is make an offer. That's really bad. I can't remember the second one, but that's what you do. You basically have to, in your videos, you provide something of value to your audience every video. So it's something that's going to be useful for them. I try and include a story within it as well. So it's not just me telling them some wisdom or something like that, or knowledge or something, advice. It's more about a story about some personal experience that I've had. So that's the 3 things the 2 things that you have to do in the video, in these sort of organic videos. And then the other thing that you have to do, one of the things he says is, obviously if you're going live every day on Facebook, you're going to get stuck for content. So that's kind of like when I was like, my brain just, I don't know, it lasered in what I had to do. And I was like, I need to create, it was like this whole new product for my business. And I had some ideas of what that model was going to be. But just when Frank came up with these 3 pillars, it must have been in my subconscious. I realized that I needed 3 things in pillars for my business. So it's the business that I've got is called IT Rockstars, and we help other IT companies generate qualified leads. So what are the 3 pillars of the systems for my business model? And that's when I came up with the whole process. So there's 3 parts to my formula. I don't want to go into too detail here because it confuse you. But there's 3 parts to my formula for my business. And I just have to talk about one of those pillars in each video, so that delivering some value somehow and talking about that pillar in the business. So I started doing that. I won't go into the pillars, as I said, and it has been quite easy to do that. I've been doing it for a month now, and there was probably a week or so in, I missed a day, but I'm very much now in the habit of going live every day on Facebook. Mentioning my website at the very start of the video, getting into the actual video, and then, well, the way actually I do it is I do an intro first. So I'll go, hey, in this video, we're going to be talking about this, but first I must mention my website, and I go, okay, so here's today's video, and then I kind of do an overview of what the video is going to be. It's going to be a story of what the lessons are, and then I kind of pepper in maybe my website address. And then the offer comes again at the end. I know I should make that offer in the middle as well, but I don't. So that's formula has worked a treat. I have 17 customers at this point. They've all been free. I've posted the free. I posted my video free of charge, so I've shared it. Obviously, I posted it onto my business page via live, but I've shared it to some relevant groups that I'm part of. I've been banned from one of the groups so far because I am obviously selling to that group, and it is obvious within some of the later videos where I mentioned my website address. So I've been banned from one. I'm still a member of the other 2 groups, and I don't want to like over milk it. I'm very tempted to do that though, but I think I'm probably going to have to come up with some kick-ass videos before I can start sharing on these groups again, just because I've done I've posted there so much that I think they'll just get tired of me. So I need to come up with a couple of kick-ass videos. So that's what I intend to do. It's definitely worked. The next step with this, so I think I've actually tapped out what I can do organically, free of charge. There are probably some things social media wise that I can do to build up my Facebook page with the right audiences, so it's not selling. I'm really not sure about that though. I'm not a big Facebook person, so it's like posting viral stuff from my business page and then sharing that into the group so it gets lots of likes and shares. I really think that it'll be difficult to do just because I don't use Facebook like that. I'm really more about just the videos and getting information across. So the next thing is the paid Facebook ads. So I think pretty much all of the profit that I make from these 17 customers, it's a 4-week free trial that I've got. So far, no, there's only been one cancellation, and it was like in the second day. No one else has cancelled at this moment, and we're going into that sort of renewal period shortly, within the next 7 days, I think, or so. Yeah, I think it's 10th of February. So that'll be like that'll be the D-Day to see how many people stick around for the renewals. If they do, then I'm going to be earning $2,000 a month, and all I have to do at that point is make sure that I'm gaining more people than I'm losing, to remain at that. So that's the next challenge, and I'll do that with my mailing list. So I've got about 170 in my mailing list. It's not a lot, but I haven't really touched that yet. So I would probably run the best videos that worked well in the Facebook, so that month of Facebook that I've been posting. I'll post them out as a series onto people, and I'll probably do it. I'll probably email people 2 or 3 times a week. But then if they like my video on Facebook, then I'll start to see it there. And I think once I've got some reaction from that list, that's when I'll probably start doing ads. But I'm going to roll up my whole first month's worth of profit into Google Facebook ads for more reach, basically. So it's for Frank's paid formula, which his friend Brandon pretty much told everyone how to do in a couple of videos. So that's the plan for just now. The one thing that I'm having a hard time getting my head around in my business actually is, okay, yeah, I'm going to do all this stuff to Facebook. I think the business is quite limited though. I've just got this feeling that I can only reach so many people. And it's going to be hard to get past a certain amount of people. I'm going to have to do something completely different that's not Facebook. I'll probably have to partner with vendors, bigger vendors in the space. So I'm just like, there's a confidence thing actually within me about doing something like that out with my comfort zone, because I think when that time comes, when I have to partner with someone or do some sort of partnership thing which is a bit bigger, that's when my day job, which is with this, I'm employed, that's when I have to look at that from another angle, because I think I'll be at the stage where I'll probably be either burning the same or very close to the same as what I'm in my day job, and at that stage I'll be questioning the day job, but it's a huge risk, because I'm like, if I start to let that day job dwindle, then it's like, yeah, it's the dream. Like, yeah, you can quit your day job, but actually, it's quite a big thing to do that. And I've got a kid. I've got a daughter now, and I've got a good day job. I've got a good pay. It's the best I've been paid, and it's a really cool place to work. So it's a really big decision. So I think when that day comes, there's a confidence thing, because I really don't want that day to come, in some respects, because I'm giving up my old life. And there's a huge risk there as well, because it's the big, like, what happens if it doesn't work out, or Facebook do something, or some part of your business model just stops. So that's why I think about it. But then you could say that about just having your job. Some part of that could stop as well. And the dream for me was, I set this whole business up because it was Frank Kern's core influence talk that he'd done on YouTube. You can find that on YouTube. He states that I think you have to picture your perfect day. What's that going to look like? What you're going to be doing? And the core influence talk really goes into detail on what you want out of life. You have to really, what actually for you is success, and it's not just money, because money can buy anything. So, okay, if you could buy anything, buy your perfect day. What would that look like? And it's almost like, once you know what you're doing and how you fit into things, then things start to just click into place. And that seems to be what's happening with me. Things do seem to be starting to click into place. I seriously do have to thank Frank for it, though, because, yeah, it seems to be that way. And it's minimal amount of money I made so far on it. It's only about 1,400 quid, but I did write a book last year, and it was because Frank. But this is a big book. This isn't the one like Frank that would convert. It's a big book, proper book. So he he was the inspiration for that book as well. So I guess I'm a really big fan of Frank. Weird. Yeah, it is weird, but it does seem to be working. So there must be like a Frank Kern, like customers of Frank that are like they're really well. There must be some sort of community for that. I could be completely wrong because I can see how Frankie boy would he'd take your money, because he seems to be earning enough of it. So that's where I am with intent-based branding. It seems to be working. I think I've come along just at the right stage in my business, because I've had ideas for businesses in the past which I've attempted and failed. But there's this one model that I've taken from someone else that's just, it's a model that I'm not talking about Frank stuff. The model for the actual business, the operation, and the sales. That's something that I kind of looked at and was like, wow, that's really cool. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I liked it because it was minimal. It could be done by one or two people, and it was quite a good sort of return for profit. And it just so happens, having figured that out, Frank's stuff came along as well at just the same time. So I think someone's been watching over me just to try and shape what I'm doing more than anything else here. It's kind of hard to explain, but these things kind of have popped up just the right times in my life when I'm wanting everyone always just wants a little bit more. I am on a good wage. I should be happy for what I have. And I guess I am. I am. I've got like this log cabin here. I've got everything that I would want, but I want more. The main thing that I want is, I don't want to go into the office every day, but the problem actually is I know for a fact if I didn't have a boss or didn't have to go in the office every day, I just think I'd go off the rails a bit. So there is maybe a reason why I'm here, but there is an opportunity to get out of here. So I have to make changes. Yeah, and it's become apparent here in this video. It's things like having a beer, that could quite easily lead to problems. I was not in the office. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I've touched some personal notes here, I think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks, folks. Bye.